A very good Saturday morning, ladies and gentlemen, friends and followers. Welcome to another live stream. Today, the next business tour leg from Rotterdam Airport in the Netherlands to Altenburg Nobitz Airport in eastern Germany. It's close to Dresden, and it will be a quite short hop of about 50 minutes flight time. And yeah, without further ado, I would say we jump into the aircraft. We are already parked here at Rotterdam Airport. Let me check if weather is real life. Yep, real time, real life, perfect. Real life, yeah. Real world, real weather. We are here at Bravo 2. We don't need a pushback, but you can see that's still here, so I think I will cut them off again. or maybe I'll let him push me because I need to start the engines anyway, so okay, let's get into the aircraft. Get rid of these as usual, and then we start the batteries, the external power, standby power on, generator on, recognition lights on. They have to be on as soon as there's any electricity at the aircraft. And yeah, the rest looks fine. Everything clean. System test is okay as well. Fantastic. So we can start to set up the flight plan already. So we are departing from EHRD, Rotterdam Airport. And we are going to Echo Delta Alpha Charlie, Nobitz, Altenburg Nobitz. Departure will be the Arnhem 3 Bravo departure. Arnhem 3 Bravo departure. Out of runway 24, I think. Let me just check the weather again. Rotterdam Airport, we have 250 with 13 knots, so yeah, runway 24 will be for departure. And we continue on the flight plan. So after Arnhem, we fly direct Sulet. We continue. Oh, and actually that's it. That's actually it. Arrival will be the Sulet 1 Victor arrival. Sulet 1 Victor arrival for runway 22. Let me check the weather again. Altenburg 260 degrees 14 knots. So yes, will be runway 22. And we have ILS for runway 22 as well. ABU transition. Let me check that in the charts. Altenburg star. Oh, ABU transition is okay. We don't really need that, I think. So yeah, we just fly the ABU transition. Speedbugs we rotate will be about 118, or actually we are a little bit heavier, so it's 125. Turn that on here as well, 125. We are. Nav source will be GPS. Option 3 for the wind. Timers set. And for the ILS approach, we will fly Altenburg NDB. We overfly Altenburg NDB and go for a 018 degrees radial until DME 8 of Altenburg. Then we turn right with a maximum of 210 knots to a degree of 216 and then join the ILS. So that's gonna be a interesting approach. There is an aircraft, by the way, just overflying Rotterdam. That's a Air France from Paris to Rovaniemi in Finland. And yeah, we can set the altitude. We will fly on a altitude of, good question, 410 today. 410. 410 today. We will climb with, or actually we can do that later when we are taxiing onto the runway. So everything is now set up. We can turn on the anti-collision lights. And then I think we will connect the pushback track. And start the APU. There he is. Interesting. Always the same guy, no matter in which airport we are. Generator APU off. Yep, generator now on. So APU is running 100%. So we can disconnect the external power. And we are ready to go. So release parking brake. And start the engine number 2. N2 is rising. (17, 18, 19, 20). And we can stop the pushback, and we will start now engine number 1. Parking brake is set. N2 is rising 10%. And turn on engine number 1. This guy is going away. What happens if I change the... Oh, I cannot change the movement speed. N2 is at 43%. We wait until it's 60. But we can already turn on the taxi lights. And we are close to being ready. Flight director on. We turn on the Versus 2600. We can turn on nav already. And 59.4. And what I actually forgot is to set up my fuel. Let me check. Fuel today will be 2,100 kilograms. So 2,100, 2,165. Yeah, that's okay. Like this. Refueling is done. And we can now disable the brake, the parking brake. Traffic, taxiing to runway 2. And that's it. Our flight plan is set up. Procedure is RNM 3 Bravo for runway 24. That's fine. That's okay. Speed bug is set. That's okay. And I think there we go. So we are taxiing now to runway 24. Okay, it's telling me runway 06 to the left, but actually runway 24 is to the left as well. I don't know why they just typed in write down 06 there. And we can turn on a speed of 250 knots. And I think I'm taxiing into the wrong direction. No, it's the same. Okay. And we will turn right here. Right is clear. Left is clear as well. Okay, set flaps 1. This grass over here looks nice as well. And actually, this is standard scenery. I don't have any add-on scenery here, so I think that's really nice. Really nice airport. It could be that this airport is included into the Netherlands or Benelux update from Azobo, because otherwise I couldn't imagine that these cars and this house over here would be there. Going a little fast. The idle thrust is not bad of this aircraft. Hello, Ben. Well, Longitude is the just the type of the aircraft. Actually, the manufacturer is called Latitude, and this aircraft is called Cessna Citation Longitude. It's just the name of the aircraft. So nothing special there. So we can now arm the spoilers. I love that grass here. So I will already set in my Unicom message. Rotterdam traffic. Cessna Longitude lining up runway 24. RNM 3 Bravo departure. Takeoff in 2 minutes. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Actually, I've never been to Rotterdam except for the landing here on this airport, and I've also never been to Altenburg. I really like this part of the world tours, that you fly to airports you have never visited before. So that's a really nice thing to do. And as we line up now, we can set squawk mode Charlie. Thank you, Ben. I'm fine today. How about you? I'm really happy to have a view here so early in the morning. Final is clear. So we'll line up on runway 24. Landing lights on and pulse lights on. And there we are. So we set a timer, or we have the timer already. We can turn off the APU, by the way. Let's turn off the APU generator. Start the timer and ready, take off. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. And we can turn on the autopilot. And the pilot heat is off, we turn that on. Flaps up. And there we go. Out of Rotterdam. Right turn. And Rotterdam traffic. Cessna 700 airborne. Arnhem 3 Bravo departure. There is the airport, fits wonderful in these surroundings. In the earlier flight simulators there was always this like light green square around the airport, and after the square then the scenery starts, and right now it fits in wonderful. We can zoom out a little bit in the map. No, out, not in. And let me check the weather. Nothing on there. No, nothing yet. So we don't need any anti-ice. That's good. Or actually I can stay on the weather radar. We are passing transition level, and we'll turn the pressure to standard. To 2992. Standard pressure set. Lights are all on. Transponder mode is on. APU is off. Spoilers still armed. Parking brake is off. Wonderful. Everything looks fine. So we wait now until we pass flight level 100, and then we can turn up the speed. And we are commencing a left turn onto the onto our route, and look at that. That could be real life, couldn't it? Could be real life as well. I so love that. I have to take a screenshot of that. clouds below looks amazing as well. Crazy. And the flight simulator I had before, like 8 years ago, was a Flight Simulator 2004. So the difference is just, I don't know. It feels like real. It's amazing. Look at this little houses down there. Yeah, it's definitely a wonderful view. Absolutely. It's amazing. I could watch this for like ages. Also the shadow from the clouds down there, you can see on the here on the northwest, so to say, there's light scenery because there's sunlight, and down here on the right there is like shadow from the clouds and everything. That's so real. Absolutely amazing. Well, but we should go back into the aircraft now and check. Yeah, we way past flight level 100, so we can turn up the speed. 305. Yeah, it definitely looks real, Ben. You're absolutely right. And I'm still not sure if I should change to Google Maps, because Google Maps is more detailed, and also the map data is newer. But well, I'm not sure, because I think the Bing Maps works just fine, and especially from above here. I don't think that there is big of a difference. On the other hand, if you are getting low to the ground, then definitely the Google Maps maps are sharper and more detailed, because the Bing Maps just looks a little bit washed out. But yeah, still, for like cruising, that's absolutely fine, and that's what I do most of the time. So, and here we can see on the TCAS there is an aircraft departing or standing at Amsterdam airport. Yeah, he's parking, he's not flying. Let me check on the WebEye. Yeah, that's a KLM, Boeing 777 from Amsterdam. He's going to Bangkok. And according to the WebEye, we have 39 minutes to go until Altenburg Airport. We won't have any ATC. There is flight information online in Germany, but as long as we don't have an emergency right now, we won't need that. We will reduce our climb rate a little bit. And we are now commencing the right turn towards Germany, towards Altenburg. Because from now here, Altenburg is more south, so we need to go down. Actually, I wonder if there wasn't a better route, like turning south from Rotterdam Airport. Then we would be on the straight route there, but well, actually it doesn't matter. Would save us maybe 2 minutes or something, so it's not really worth thinking about it. And reducing the climb rate 100 feet more. And another right turn. And we're getting closer to the border to Germany. Sun is up, the moon is up as well. So we just have a few miles to go until the German border. Maybe another 3 minutes or something. Maybe it will be a little more, but yeah, that's the waypoint of Arnhem, and Arnhem is very close to the German border. It's just a few kilometers to go. So I think this could be the top of climb here. You can see the like pinkish route ends and the white route starts. So at this point, I think should be the top of climb. And I will now switch as well to flight level change. So the aircraft can manage its climb rate itself. Yeah, and it's increasing the climb to 2,600 back. We were at 2,400, so I was really close to what the aircraft would have done automatically. Let's see if this works out. If we reach the flight level 410 at the end of the pinkish route, because in the flight plan I cannot see the top of climb. I just have Arnhem here, and then the next one is Zulet, and there is no like top of climb. The only thing I can see is that I just pushed that done away, but maybe it comes back if I go here. No, because there was the en route waypoint, and the en route waypoint tells us en route, we are en route, we are on flight level, final flight level. So I think that's the only reason we can see it, but we definitely won't have flight level 410 at that point here where we are now. On the other hand, we were climbing a little bit slower than expected by the aircraft, so that could be the reason. And we switch to Mach mode, Mach 0.82, that's fine. And then I will check the approach charts for Altenburg. So, star, we are flying the Zulet 1 Victor arrival. Speed restriction okay. 250 below flight level 100. That's for sure. And then let me show you the charts here. So I'm not sure if you can see my mouse button. Yeah, you can. Okay. A mouse button, also very nice. Mouse. So we are coming here to Zulet, and we will cross Zulet at or above 5,000. Then we continue on 5,000 on a heading of 129 degrees towards Altenburg NDB. From Altenburg NDB, this is the final waypoint of the star, we will then start the descent and the approach to ILS. So we're coming from up here to Altenburg NDB. From there, we turn on a heading of 018 degrees until DME 10.8 of Altenburg VOR. And then we do a right turn on heading 216 degrees and join the ILS on an altitude of 4,000 feet here. So from Altenburg VOR or NDB, we're gonna descend to 4,000 feet and then start the approach on the ILS runway 22. And that's our approach today. So what I will do in the sim now is I will tune in the Altenburg VOR on frequency, on the nav2 frequency. I will also turn in Altenburg NDB, as this is our initial approach fix. And then we will have nothing more to do. So audios and radio nav2 will be 115.3. I will tune that in on active. And nav1 actually will be the ILS frequency, so I tune that in 108.7. I make it active. We scroll down a bit. We go to the ADF, and the ADF we have 330 active. 0,330 and transfer. Yeah, ADF is active now. I don't know what music is because we cannot turn those clicks as well. I don't know. Marker is not clickable as well. 15 minutes flight time already, so we have half an hour to go. Roughly, a little bit more. And we are approaching our final flight level. And we are in German airspace. So down at the bottom of the navigation display you can see Düsseldorf Airport, Echo Delta Delta Lima. And above that Echo Delta Lima Echo should be, I think it's Essen Mulheim. I'm not sure about that. And we are approaching flight level 390, so we are close to the cruise. I will calculate now the top of descent again. So I need my calculator. I go to waypoint info. So okay, I can just select the airport. So I need to do that different. I will go to Sulet. 190 nautical miles at the moment. So we want to cross Sulet at or above 5,000. So let's calculate it on let's say 6,000. So we need to descend 35,000 feet. 35,000 feet times 3 is 105. Divided by 1,000 is 105 nautical miles. So we will start our descent the latest 110 nautical miles before Sulet. With 3 degrees descent path. And for that we calculate the ground speed, which is 525 at the moment. So let's take 520 divided by 2 will be 260. Add a 0 at the end makes it 2,600. So at 105 nautical miles we need to descend with 2,600 feet per minute to reach Sulet at 6,000. We will start a little bit earlier because I don't want to descend with 2,600 feet per minute. I think I will just descend with about 2,000 or something. So yeah. And we reached flight level 410 in just less than 1 minute. What I can also do is I tune in the 018 radial, or maybe I am not doing that because it's not working. Very nice. Okay, I cannot change the course here. Maybe because the nav source is set to huh? Why can I? Ah, maybe because the nav source is set to GPS. So that's why I maybe cannot change the course here. Or maybe it's because I need to... Let me check that. I will tune in 115.3. Here. And tune a course of... No, it's not working, see? The course is not changing here. This course here is not changing. Okay. So in that case, I can... leave the ILS frequency tuned in there. I have to see if I can change it later on. Oh, actually, if I tune in GPS, then we have Sulit already tuned in, so we can see the nautical miles. I can... We are close to cross Paderborn. Here you can see it. Echo Delta Lima Papa is Paderborn. Should be down here somewhere. And who's writing there on the Unicom? Okay. All these little beeps on the frequency of IVAO, but I cannot turn that off. So Ben, I have a question to you. I'm collecting some like route suggestions, dangerous approaches, or some stuff I can do for a video or maybe for another live stream. So if you have some route suggestions with nice airports, nice sceneries, nice approaches, or if you have airports with dangerous approaches, such as like Paro, for example, or Lukla, then you can just tell them or write it in the chat, in the comments, wherever, and I can put them on my list so that I can maybe do a video next time of one of the approaches. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if my voice is kind of relaxing, but if you enjoy it, that's even better, so thank you very much for the compliment. And we have 137 nautical miles to go to Sulet. We will now cross Paderborn. Down here to the right is the airport. Could it be... Yeah, this is the airport of Paderborn down here. And of course, there's also Paderborn city around. and I will soon start the descent. Actually, I don't know how to start that timer here, because I really would love to start the timer, but I wasn't able to figure out how this is going. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, I would really appreciate if you could find some interesting airports, so to extend my list. Of course, it's always a lot of work to do with the videos, and I am absolutely not experienced. I just did make another video, or let's say I recorded another video. I just have to cut it, and I'm not sure how long it will take, because I'm absolutely not experienced in it. So that's why I stick to live streams at the moment, because you don't have to cut anything. You can just start streaming and that's it. And yeah, but maybe for the future. I mean, it's definitely a lot of fun to create videos. It's just not that easy. You need some software for it, some ideas, of course. And once you have the ideas, you also need to like find the correct video material. But I will just try it out. My other video, landing in New York, is well, I think the quality is okay, so you can show it on YouTube. Of course, it's not perfect, and there are streamers out there or video creators out there which do way better. But yeah. Anyway, it was a lot of fun to create that, and therefore I did another one, which I'm currently editing. So 116 nautical miles to Sulet, and I will now start the descent down to 6,000, and we will descend with about 2,000 feet per minute. So the 6-degree descent path would still be 2,600 feet, and as we're just descending with 2,000, I will start it a little bit earlier, so we should be fine, and then we can adjust the descent rate later on as we need that. And it gets a little bit bumpy. And sorry, Ben, if I answer you a little bit later, because the delay of the chat messages are really, I don't know how long it is, but several seconds. So maybe, I don't know, 5 or 10 seconds maybe. Wait, so when you send up a message, it takes at least 10 seconds until I can see them. Yeah. And yes, I am very new to YouTube. I just started streaming 2 weeks ago because I had a break of about 8 years from flight simming, and now I have a new computer and was finally able to fly again. So I decided that I want to start streaming just for, like, you know, having fun. It's always nicer to just have something to talk to when you are flying. I mean, this is quite a short route right now, but if you're going like a longer flight of 1 hour or 2 hours or even more, it can get very boring. So if you're streaming and you have some viewers, then it's a win-win situation. So you have something to do with communicating with the guys in the chat, like I do with you, Ben, and also the guys viewing the stream have something to do. So I think it's really a win-win situation, and it's just fun. So I'm not like having a very nice intro, outro, or any whatever stuff it is in the video. I just start the stream, and of course I will get better as longer as I do it. I hope so, at least. But yeah, just see how it goes. And if we zoom out the map, we can already see Sulet on the right side of the navigation display. And we can double check. We have still 28,000 feet to go. So times 3 makes it a makes it 84,000. Divided by 1,000 is 84 miles. So on a 3 degrees glide path we need 84 miles. So I need to increase the descent rate now to 2,600 indeed, because otherwise we would not cross Sulet at 6,000. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. The most important part is that the viewers as well as me have a lot of fun doing what we're doing, either watching the stream or providing the stream, and I think that's the most important part. So we can cancel this direct. There is no weather ahead, or no bad weather ahead, so we can switch back to the map. And then we're gonna see what the approach will look like in the GPS down here. Yeah, and to enjoy the flight, that's also important, of course. So passing flight level 290, we will switch back from Mach to indicated airspeed and reduce the speed 305 degrees, because we're getting too close to the maximum speed. So if we encounter any turbulences, then we will jump into the overspeed, and that's not what we want to do. So we are reducing our indicated airspeed, so our ground speed is of course also reduced the closer we get to the ground. So for the moment we just need to descend with 2,400 feet, which make it the 3 degrees descent pass. This is very interesting as well to see the cockpit up close in simulation, because I do like planes. It is very cool. Yeah, I also think so. Are you flying Flight Simulator as well, or are you just like interested in planes and just watching the stream out of fun? And what I just noticed is, according to the charts, we would fly from Zulet direct to the NDB. Actually, can you see my mouse button? Why do I say mouse button? Let me see. So there it is. So normally you would go from Zulit directly to the NDB, and then join the outbound course. But the aircraft is doing a right turn at Zulit to join the NDB from the west, so that the turn onto the 018 degrees is not as sharp as it would be otherwise. So that's actually really cool. And what I will do now is tune in the go around. The missed approach point. So this is we are category Bravo. So category Bravo is 286 minimums. Radio altitude is 286 feet. And there you go, set as well. There it is, radio altitude minimum 286 feet. Yeah, and there we go. Airford Airport down here, Echo Delta Delta Echo. Just out of enjoyment, I like watching plane flight simulations. Very nice. Yeah, I did that as well before I had my computer. I was watching a lot of flight simulation, live streams, real world spotting videos and stuff like that until I got my computer recently, so I now enjoy flying myself. So we have a ground speed of 430 knots. Divided by 2 makes it 2,150 what we need to descend. So I can reduce it back to 2,000 feet. Although it looks a little bit too high actually. But well, the most important part is that we need to be at or above 5,000. So it's not like that we have to be at 5,000, and so we're just fine. We just need to be at 4,000 feet when we want to start the ILS approach, and that will be absolutely no problem. We still have 3 minutes 50 to go to Zulet until we pass Zulet. And we will start to reduce the speed once we pass flight level 120, because we have to keep a speed of 250 knots or less below flight level 100. That's the worldwide restriction, unless otherwise approved by ATC. We don't need, can check the weather again, but we don't need any anti-ice at the moment. Nope. And let me check the weather again. Weather says 250 knots at 12. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Scattered at 3,400. So we have the ceiling at 3,400 feet. Temperature of 5 degrees. And the QNH says 1018. And we are passing now flight level 125. We're quite low already. I will start now to reduce the speed. Oops, no, don't want to zoom out. Reduce the speed to 250 knots. And that makes our speed, ground speed a lot less, so we can reduce our descent rate to, let's say, 1800. We still have 2 minutes until we pass Zulet. Passing flight level 100, we turn on the lights again. And then you can see here is Leipzig Airport. And we have Zulet inbound in 55 minutes, and then we will turn right to get onto the NDB over Altenburg. Then we will overfly Altenburg, so we can have a look at the airport already, and then yeah, right now we're doing the right turn, and we can overlook the airport while we're making our turn towards the ILS. And runway 22. So I could have gone to the DME directly, but that would have been a little bit unrealistic, as we don't have ATC. Well, basically we could do what we want, but on the other hand, couldn't do. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you very much, and welcome to the stream, by the way. And we will now continue our descent to 5,000 feet with just 500 feet per minute because the way is long enough. So the airport is down there somewhere on the left side. We will overfly it very soon. Yep, we're close to landing, Ben. Just a few minutes to go. And once we pass the airport, I will reduce the speed to 210 knots, as this will be our speed for the final turn before the ILS. And then we are already done with the next part of our BizJet Worldtour. But of course there's still a lot of legs to go. So we're now close to overfly the airport. Hi Henry, welcome to the stream. And thanks for controlling Vancouver again. You want to win the January as well, right? So here's the airport. Altenburg Nobitz Airport. Actually, it's really nice with the lakes right at the runway. So I will now reduce the speed to 10 knots. And we'll also start our descent to 4,000 feet. With just 500 feet per minute, that's long enough. We have 2 minutes 30 until DME 18, and that's enough to descend. And I will check the radios again. Okay, so nav1 frequency 108.7 is still set in as the RLS frequency. With a course of 216, I cannot change the course because it's still using the GPS course. So we reached 210 knots. Back there is the airport. Back here. Yeah, I thought so, Henry. I thought so. And actually, Henry, I'm not sure if I can be there for your training. I originally planned to depart Vancouver again, but actually I had some friends wanting to come over, so I'm not sure if I can make it until the training. So maybe later on, not from the beginning, but maybe at like 14 Zulu or something like that. So if you're still there, then it should be okay for me to come to you. At least I hope so. I cannot promise it. And I better reduce the speed to 00 knots. And we will need to set our speed bug. We have V approach, but it's not 135, it's more like of 116-ish. And we will do that here as well. I don't even know if this is necessary, if you need to do that on both. I just do that. I'm not even sure if... Okay, this is synchronized with this one, I think. And we are in the final turn, ladies and gentlemen. I will set flaps 1. And it's now time to set to nav1 source. And now we can turn the course, not because it's set in on the localizer already. So what we will do is we will arm the approach mode. So once the glide slope or the localizer or both are captured, it will switch to the approach mode. So we're a little bit off to the right, but it will turn left, and then we have the ceiling for at 3,400. You can see that's a ceiling, and I will turn left now. Actually, left. And we just passed the approach, but it's not taking me in. Not sure though. So I switch on nav again and approach. So it should capture it, basically. Oh, that's gonna be a manual landing, I think. So sometimes I still have some problems with the autopilot. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but well. So because now we are off to the left, but we can see the localizer is coming in, and it's gonna be windy. So we are now reducing the speed to final approach speed. $125. And now the approach is holding the glide slope, and I think we should turn left. Yeah, we're turning left now. Gear down. Flaps 2. We are at the outer marker. And flaps full. We will set the go around altitude now. And we are a little bit low at the moment. Let me check the outside for the last time today before we're gonna switch back to the cockpit and proceed on the manual landing. So we have 500 feet to go. Autopilot disconnect, manual landing. Reset the view, so it's a little bit easier for me to land. And this tree is really strange down here. I don't think it should be there. And this is a long landing, but that's no problem. Reverse is on. $60 knots, reverse is off. And we vacate next to the left on taxiway Delta, which is right here. And the runway is vacated. Landing lights off. Transponder mode off. Spoilers are disarmed, of course. Thank you very much, Ben. Well, it was a little bit hard I think it was around 280 feet per minute, if I saw that right. So that was a little bit hard, but yeah, overall, it was quite okay. And we're going now back to the apron 1. We can clean up. So flaps up. We can start the APU. And we see that the APU is running up 20%. Flight director off. Yep, APU generator turned on. You're welcome, Ben. And as the airport is empty, we're gonna do the following. We just cross here. Of course, that wouldn't be possible if there would be another aircraft. And then I will turn on to the next parking position, which is this one. And that's it. We're a little bit big, I think, for this kind of airport. Parking brake is set. So let me check. Okay, bye-bye. Firefighters, you did very well. And yeah, so taxi lights off as well. APU is running, so we can switch off the engines. Fuel cutoff. And we already have external power, but let me see if I can call the GPU. I'm not sure if this is working. Is there a GPU? No, there's not. Okay. Well, anyway. Okay, external power connect. And well, yeah, that's it. I just forgot to note down my departure time, which is a little bit sad because why can I not use my notes? Oh, there you go. Okay, I just write down my landing time, which is 11, well, let's say 11:10 UTC time. And departure, oh well, actually luckily we have the timer here, so 57 minutes. So that we can calculate that. So departure time was then at 11:10, so it was 10, yeah, let's say 15. That's not absolutely correct, but that's okay. We'll make it. It's just for me, so that I roughly know when I departed. Yeah, and that was all. We are landed at Altenburg Nobitz Airport. The next leg will be to Bern in Switzerland. I think that's gonna be an interesting approach as well. Thank you very much, Ben, for your kind words. I hope to have more passengers along in the stream as well. It's always fun to have people watching where you can chat a little bit. And I also hope to see you again on the next stream. I cannot tell you exactly when it will be, so I suggest if you want to do it, then click the bell. Yeah, exactly. You just wrote it. You have the notifications on. yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Actually, get the notification when I'm going online. And about the times when I'm gonna stream it's different. It depends on my working time, because sometimes I have home office, so I can stream in in the middays during lunch break, which will be like 11 UTC to 13 UTC time. And also I will stream mostly in the evening. So let's say at around 17 UTC. And yeah, on the weekends it just depends on when I want to go. So if I can plan it beforehand, I will just make a plan in YouTube so that you get a notification when my stream is gonna start. But most of the time I'm just going online and then like wait 10 minutes or something like that, 20 minutes before the stream starts. So you have time to react. And if you miss it, well, that's of course not nice, but if you miss it, then you can watch it afterwards, because I will upload all the streams afterwards. And yeah, Ben, you have a request. Go ahead with that. And while I wait for the request, I'm gonna report the next leg. Pirep. So today, what is today? Today is the 5th. Departure time, what did we say? 10:15, right? Yeah, 10:15. Departure time. Landing time was at 11:10. 11:10. Let me check if my flight is already visible. Track table. Yeah, it is. Okay, wonderful. Send. So the pirate is sent. I hope it gets accepted, and then we are all free for our next leg into Switzerland. By the way, Ben, it could be that I will stream this afternoon again for the next flight into Bern. I'm not sure about that, but maybe at around 15 Zulu, maybe. So yeah, if you have time, then just have a glance on YouTube. Maybe you can see my live stream, and then you can maybe join me again. So I'd like to see Norway, Trondheim Airport to Ireland, Dublin. Actually, that's a very good idea. Dublin is actually on my list as well. Originally, I wanted to go Dublin to Edinburgh, but I could make it. Yeah, maybe I can make it from Trondheim to Dublin. And then from Dublin to Edinburgh, I would fit very well. Actually, I've never been to Trondheim. I think that's sounds really nice. I think it has a very nice approach as well. So let me see. Trondheim is, if I remember correctly, it's Echo November Victor Alpha Enva to Dublin. And then I have Dublin to Edinburgh. Is there a special reason, Ben, why you want to see Trondheim Airport? Is there, like, I don't know, an interesting departure, or is it your home airport, or... And is there a special, like, airline you want to see, or can I choose what I want to go? Just out of interest. I mean, if you have a special request, I might see if I can do that. And the firefighters are driving again. I think they're like training today. I just disconnected from the network. Well, the delay is really heavy from YouTube to my stream. Actually, I want to check. I just start a timer now, and I will write a chat message, a test chat message, and then I will see how long it takes for me to see it in the overlay here. So start it. Okay, it's roughly 11 seconds until my message arrives in my overlay here. Plus, I don't know about the delay from my voice to that. I'm not sure how long this will take. I think there's also another airport in Norway which is really nice. It's a Stavanger, but there is another one. I cannot remember what it was. I have to find that out again, because I can remember I just watched a video a few days ago with their approach to Norway somewhere, and that's really nice. Oh, Ben, you're from Ireland. I really want to go to Norway when I'm older, or just on holiday and no specific airline. Okay, how old are you, Ben? From Ireland. That's very nice. I've never been to Ireland, but I definitely want to go there one day. But I'm just not sure on where to go. I really love to see Dublin. I also want to see Galway and Cork. So I have absolutely no idea on where to go and what to plan and when to plan and everything. But yeah, no specific airline, that's fine. So I might go with an A320 from either SAS or maybe I go. I'm not sure if EasyJet is flying that, or maybe I can go. No, I don't want to go anything else. Like maybe A320. I could go with Aer Lingus as well, of course. Or maybe I'm just going with a private jet out of Trondheim for Dublin. No, it was not Oslo. It was on the west coast as well. Because on the west coast you have all these rough mountains and valleys and fjords and everything. I cannot remember where it was. There are a lot of airports which are quite nice. Tromsø, I think Kristiansund, Ålesund is there as well. Bergen, of course, it's very nice. I've been to Bergen and the flight simulator. Stavanger is also very nice. But yeah, I cannot remember what it was. I will have a look in a few minutes once I logged off, and yeah. Oh, 16, sweet 16. You've been to all of them, all the places. Well, yeah, I'm not sure if... I mean, I definitely want to go there, but it's a lot of planning to do. to drive around the island, and with the current situation of the coronavirus, it doesn't make it easier. And yeah, that's but Ben, have you been to how is it called? Let me give me a second. I will just we'll look it up. Oh yeah, have you been to the like, I don't know what it is, a city maybe, Kinsale? That's in the county Cork. But Kinsale, because I'm a rum lover, and in Kinsale there is the first Irish rum distillery. So if I ever go to Ireland, I will switch. I will go to Kinsale to try this rum. I mean, I can buy it here as well, of course, but it's always different if you taste it in the country you're going. Yeah, but for all the rest of us, thank you very much for watching the stream. And I think I said that already, I'm not sure. But yeah, thanks for watching the stream, and I hope to see you guys on the next stream as well. As I said, might be tonight at, I don't know, 16, 17 Zulu or something. And thank you very much for joining. Leave me a like if you like the stream, and if you want to see more, then just subscribe and click the bell so you get notifications once I'm online. And I'm just waiting now for Ben's reply, if he ever been to Kinsale, and if he can like suggest the destination, if it's a good destination to visit. And then I will log off or close the live stream. And yeah, I wish you all a pleasant weekend. Hope to see you guys next time, and thank you very much for joining. Bye bye.